Yo, what it do, man? Welcome back to a brand new episode, a whole lot of cap Wednesday episode. Man, I'm in the building. It's your boy, Ayo Eric, and I'm joined by my guy, co-host,
Killer fucking Kev.
Killer Kev. How you doing, Brody?
Chilling, man. How you feeling?
Man, I can't complain.
All right.
Ooh, about to break some shit in here, man. Almost knocked the third mic over. But yeah, man. A lot of shit going on today, man.
Hope so. Shit.
Whole lot of vindication.
Vindication for what?
Megan. One Megan the Stallion. Yeah, man. I like that she went on Instagram today. She been talking about, all the shit that's been going on, and all the internet chatter and shit, like people trying to tell her about her life better than she know. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy. But she said a couple things that I was fucking with. Like she made a good point. You know what I'm saying? We'll start off with her ex-boyfriend, Partisan Fontaine. So if you guys remember, Meg was talking about how she had an ex-boyfriend who was getting his dick sucked in her bed, and fans quickly rushed to judgment, and they thought it was she was alluding to Partisan Fontaine.
Mm-hmm.
So then he was like, "Nah, she ain't talking about me." But then he went out and put out a diss record on Meg Thee Stallion.
It wasn't a diss record. It was a polite rebuttal.
But hey, it wasn't nice.
It was a polite rebuttal.
What was polite?
I ain't hear no cursing. It was a polite rebuttal.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna pull up the lyrics while he's talking, and then I'll get back to it. But so he did his thing. He put out a little diss record on Meg. But when he put out his diss, you know what I'm saying? Like Meg was like, "Why put out a diss if I wasn't talking about you? Why are you dissing me?" Which makes a lot of fucking sense to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if people assume that you're being dissed by me, and then you come out and you shut that down immediately, like by saying like, "Yo, I didn't cheat on her," then why are you dissing me at the same time? Like, But anyway, what you think about that?
Megan has a tendency to double speak, right? Well, she'll say one thing in one interview and say another thing in another interview. Cool, right? If she's not talking about him, cool. But in the court of public opinion, especially for a man, it doesn't matter because girls was killing him for weeks on weeks. He dropped the thing, it quieted down a little bit. Now this is what it is. If I'm him, I understand putting it out and all that stuff like that. But I mean, I get it. Even if he thought that she wasn't talking about him, you still got to make sure you say your piece. He said his piece. It was more of an intervention. It wasn't really a diss. He ain't say nothing too crazy. All he really said was, "You got the lipo and all we seen is ass. You ain't turn around." I mean, listen, I get it. But going forward, right? He's always going to be known as Meg Thee Stallion's ex, and that devalues him. So because of that, you got to sit there and nip it in the butt.
Hold up, being Meg Thee Stallion's ex devalues him?
Absolutely, because of how look. Okay.
He's dating one of the baddest chicks in the game right now.
Listen to the lyric.
What are you talking about?
Listen to the lyric, right?
I'm looking at the lyrics. He said,
not no Meg's lyric in Cobra, right? Even though she said it's not about him. Remember, she's on record double speaking, right? Where she'll tell one truth and then tell two lies.
Stick to this story. What are we talking
Fine,
about?
but at the end of the day, she has precedence with her line. So we don't know if she's just saying that to make herself look like the victim. So he then puts out a polite diss record. It's polite. I've never seen a diss record so polite.
Bro, he said that she talks about Kellen. She talks shit about Jayla and Darren. You talk shit about everybody except the person in the mirror that's Darren. You talk shit like you Keisha, then cry like a Karen. Fuck awards that you won, money you got, clothes that you wearing. A whole lot happened in these last 2 years, but this is the part that you sharing.
Okay. And then she went on live and said her friends enabled her. So at the end of the day, all he's doing is telling the truth. He ain't lying that lyric. Bam, right?
Why would you diss me publicly and I haven't dissed you? Point blank, period. Like, you know what I'm saying?
The public opinion will kill you faster.
All you have to do is say, she's not talking about
me. It doesn't work.
And so you living your life according to the court of public opinion.
As a celebrity, you have to.
No, you can go out there and clean it up without having to diss. You could have made a song. You could have made a song and said, "Listen, hey, I'm not the ex that she was referring to." And I know you ladies believe that. You could have put that in a poetic way without having to diss Meg and have that fallout.
Or maybe he was taking advantage of a situation and he sat there and said, "Listen, even though she's not talking about me, I'm still going to say my piece because I've stayed quiet for so long during all the trials."
But you could have stayed. You could continue to stay quiet. You never have to go out and bash your ex unless you want to.
listen, that's his prerogative. I'm not condoning it. I'm just giving the devil's advocate opinion of it, right? So
the devil don't need an advocate.
He does. So he did what he did. He put out the diss record. It is what it is, right? So now he created, I don't want to say a beef, but he created static, but he put his piece out. Now nobody can ever say nobody
pull your piece out.
Yeah, that was nasty. So now he can never say, I mean, the people can never say, well, what about his side? His side has already been spoken. And he even doubled down and said, I got no beef with her. Like, at the end of the day, I still got love for her, but this is my side to the story. So now if anybody ever says refer to the song, okay? I mean, I see it as eye for an eye.
Bro, at the end of the day, you could have addressed what she said without dissing her. That is like, you don't have to do that.
She went on live and admitted everything he said in the song. Well, most of the stuff said in the song. Said basically her friends enabled her, right? And then you talk shit about the same friends that enabled you. So technically you're doing what he said.
I'm not even tripping off of the enabling part. That ain't got nothing to do with
that's what he said in the lyrics, and that's what she said.
No, she was the part where he was being dissed. Well, she put out that one of her exes got their dick sucked in her bed. That wasn't you. All you had to do was address that. Like, no, she's not talking about me. She's talking about another one of her exes.
Not gonna sit there and care. They was
fuck
like,
these bitches. If they don't want to believe the truth, then fuck them. Like, they got your
celebrity where women are probably 80 to 90% of his demographic. So
bro, he sells 10 records every time he drops. He ain't nobody listening. What are we talking about?
Once again, his demographic.
You act like he has this big fan base.
His demographic is women. His demographic is women. So you have to make sure that you're squeaky clean in the eyes of the women.
His demographic is poetry clubs. We've seen him doing it, and he's a ghostwriter.
Okay.
So what are we talking about?
And his demographic.
And he's great at both. Like I'm saying,
demographic is still women. No matter how you slice it, you can sit there and say that he's not making the money.
Cardi B's fans don't care what her ghostwriter went through.
But Cardi B's fans, some of them are also the same fans that listen to Sexy Red and City Girls. So like
exactly. So they wouldn't give a fuck who's right.
You don't. But if Party's making eclectic music for the women who sit there and have 4C natural hair and wear natural products and sit there and go to poetry clubs and snap fingers, you have to make sure you're squeaky clean.
If you can find me one gold record outside of the what's the name of that song he had? I forgot.
Are we really going to measure that? Are we going to measure that?
Like, nobody's listening to... it's not going to affect his bottom line.
Not streaming them.
The people that fuck with Partisan, they're going to fuck with him regardless. The people that don't, they're not. So you didn't have to
maybe he needs that casual fan to tap into. I'm pretty sure he's got a lot of fans.
He said he loved his ex. He said he still got love for Meg. He wants nothing but the best for her. But you diss her in the same breath.
Listen, it was a polite rebuttal. It was a debate, right? He said, well, if you want to sit here and make it seem like nobody was there, because he did touch on other parts of the song. Yes, we're only focusing on that one lyric, but he talked on other parts of the song. He basically said, you really weren't depressed. You were out here doing XYZ. I tried to talk to you, and you didn't want to listen. So he spoke on multiple facets of the song.
If you want to say, like, okay, he's not wrong because he dissed her because he was mad that she didn't take up for him, cool. That's one way to.
It could have been said on the back end, but
but to make it seem like he had to diss her in order to vindicate himself.
Had to diss her. I'm saying that
disingenuous.
No, I didn't say he had to diss her. What I'm saying is that he put his side. He put his 2 cents. Even though nobody asked him for the change, he put it out there. This is his interpretation of everything that was going on. When she dropped that Cobra song, a lot of people were asking questions like, "What about your friends? What about Party? What about this, that, and the third?" That was basically his response and his version of everything, and that's exactly what happened. So yes, was there little scathing disses in there? Of course, but like I said, it was still a polite rebuttal to the song. And honestly, what he put out is a rebuttal to Cobra.
Hey man, free Meg. Hey,
Meg is nuts.
Hey Meg, she also went on to say that these fans are fucking dickheads because basically. Y'all saying Tory is innocent. She said, no, motherfucker, I saw who shot me. It was Tory. Point blank, period. I don't give a fuck what you read. Tory Lanez is the one that shot me. And that's why his ass is in jail. If he didn't shoot me, he would have got his ass on the stand and said he didn't do it. And he could have tried to play it that way. Me, I believe that wholeheartedly because it's just dumb as hell. I keep hearing this same rebuttal. Well, his attorneys advise him against going on the stand. Motherfucker, first of all, they work for you. Second of all, they're not going to stop you from going on the stand if what you're being accused of is false. I have so many attorney clients that tell me all the time, like, I would never stop a client from going on the stand if they were indeed innocent, because you can't trip up somebody who actually never did shit. It's impossible. So, you know, like, if you did do something that was fucked up in that instance, if you did pull the gun and you did shoot it at her, then yeah, you are liable to get caught up, because the other side, the prosecution, they're so skilled at what they do, they could fucking rip you to shreds in the cross-examination. But nigga, if you are innocent, get your ass up there and tell the truth. What you think?
So, from my interpretation of it, right, this is just my opinion, there was a lot of foul play during the whole case, stuff that we'll probably never hear about until 2033 when Tory gets out. So now he was under the assumption that he was going to get off on both charges. I never for once thought that, because like I said, once you know people are saying that the gun was in your hand, I mean, you were going to get hit with one of the charges. So unfortunately, he had the confidence thought he was gonna walk out of that court a free man. I mean, I don't know why he had that assumption. Maybe his defense team told him something and he ran with it. But I mean,
I think he was doing most of the talking with their defense team. It seemed like he dictated everything that was going to happen.
Yeah, listen.
The way they lost so bad.
Yeah, it's foolish on his part. But like I said, there was a lot of back and forth and inconsistencies throughout the whole case. So I don't understand why it was like a solid, oh, he's guilty on both charges. I know for one, the gun, that was dead to rights, right? You was holding the gun, you had the residue on your hand, even though it was inconclusive. I mean, at the end of the day, there was still some part of it. But like there was a lot of inconsistency during the trial, and it didn't make any sense. You know how, you know, we're going off of affidavits that were recanted and this and the third. Was somebody paid off? Probably. Who knows? But like I said, all we know
really looks that way now.
All we know for sure is that Tory will be getting out in 2033. Shout out to Tory.
2033.
Yeah, that's all we know right now. Like at this point, it's too many variables, right? Like that whole case, I really thought the murder charge was gonna get. It wasn't not even not guilty. It was gonna be deadlocked.
You mean
the attempted murder? Excuse me. The attempted murder charge was gonna be deadlocked because it was too many. Like you're saying one thing and then next thing you're saying another thing, and then it's something being recanted and somebody saying maybe not. Like
it was some type of charge where it was like assault and they with bodily harm or something like that.
Yeah, they changed the charge.
Yeah, but it's like, yo, bro, like if you're innocent, it's so simple to me. Like let's say Tory was innocent. Let's say I changed my stance and I think he was innocent. Bro, the moment that you decided to not get on the stand, knowing that you had a fucking 5-year-old son and you could clear your name, now you're going to do 10 years in jail away from your son who's fucking 5 or 6 years old. Nigga, you played yourself.
He did. He had multiple chances to get out of the thing. I think there was a plea deal on table for 4 years or something like that. He could have got that. Probably would have got out in 2. I mean, there's a lot of things that were on the table that he basically was like, nah, I'm going to get off. I'm Tory Lanez, blah, 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 yada, yada.
What are you trying to even, like, as Tory Lanez, like, he's a complete dumbass too because of this one thing. Like, nigga, you're not a fucking rapper. What type of reputation were you trying to save by not getting on the stand? Like, you was like, nigga, like, so if you are so brainwashed to the point where you feel like you can't get on the stand to defend yourself against going to jail for a fucking decade, you got played. You got tricked out of your own position. Like, you are a dumbass at that point. Like, there is no way I'm not going to go defend myself.
The defense probably told him something and he ran with it. And then, unfortunately, the defense didn't have the credibility. Not I won't say the credibility. They probably didn't have enough information to basically relay and say, maybe you should go up there. But I think, like I said, it would have incriminated. I think he probably didn't go up there, my opinion. Probably didn't go up there because he probably would have incriminated other people. And I think that's the main thing right now.
Hey,
because,
man,
like I said,
if I gotta incriminate you, that means you was a criminal already. Fuck it.
Yeah, but like I said, but
I'm not going to jail.
But the driver's affidavit doesn't help the case. It, like I said, it creates a lot of doubt. Had the driver showed up and said what the fuck he said, I guarantee he wouldn't be doing 10, 15 years right now. We wouldn't see Tory in 2033. We would have seen Tory in 2025.
Bro, name the Tony Yayo perspective. Name one time the victim said this motherfucker shot me, and that motherfucker didn't go to jail, or that motherfucker wasn't put on probation. Let's be real.
Tony Mayo would be the subject matter expert on criminal activity. Shout out to Tony Mayo. I understand that aspect of it.
So like he was going to jail regardless.
He was going to jail, but he was going to jail for the gun charge. I'm not too sure about the thing because there was so much doubt. But like you said, depending on
not when the victim said it, bro. She said she literally just said I saw the nigga do it. Like I saw the nigga holding the gun.
And if the defense was smart enough, the defense would have just sat there and told the nigga, like, hey, listen.
Let me show you something real quick. I've been seeing a lot of people online saying, like, how did she see him when she was walking this way? Mm-hmm. Boom, y'all see this shit? This shit crazy. Like, nigga.
Listen.
Boom, motherfucker,
I don't get the fake Johnny Cochran, right? I'm not saying that, like, the man is innocent. I'm not saying. I said he was complicit in something. But the problem is, in the court of law, if you watch Law Abiding Citizen, it's not what you know, it's what you fucking can prove in court. And unfortunately, they proved somehow, some way that nigga did what the fuck he did. If I was him, and they telling me this is what I'm facing, and niggas magically disappeared, niggas is in the Virgin Islands, they can't extradite the nigga, whatever the case may be, and they said, listen, 4 years out in 2, that probably would have been the best case scenario. Because at this point in time, 2033, shit.
Tory is still outnumbered. The people who said at some point, that he was the one that pulled the trigger, outnumber him 1, 2, 3 to 1. 3 to 1. So, you know,
I don't know. I just think that there was bribery and foul play in it just because, like, now all of a sudden the driver makes an affidavit a month or 2 after the case. Like, where were you during the case? Because I guarantee had he said that.
But he didn't say
it. Would have created doubt. It would have created doubt. It would have been like, I don't know anything.
He didn't because it was cap. Like, that's all it is to it. He got paid. The money, it took a while for the money to be funneled. It finally got to him where they couldn't trace the shit. His daddy, man, tell me Tory Lanez daddy don't look like the biggest fucking, like, liar ever. Like, he look like one of them pastors that take your money and go straight to the casino and put it all on red and shit. Like, this nigga here looks like a fucking con artist. That daddy finally got the money. He was able to fund it through whatever endeavors he has, and it got to Kelsey first.
To write an affidavit, sworn statement, knowing that there's a chance
what would even be the point
back to you is nuts.
What would even be the point of him doing that?
Because this is after the fact. If somebody, why am I getting paid after? I'm already in jail. Like, I'm not paying nobody after.
Why even write a statement now anyway?
So that's
it's all weird anyway.
Okay, so then that's what I'm saying. It's creating some type of doubt because why give me money after the fact?
I only doubt that.
If you really wanted me to save your life, you should have did it before the trial ended.
Why do it now? It's doing nothing for you. So it makes literally no sense. Why did he do it on trial? Okay, Tory didn't want to get on trial because he's a gangster R&B artist. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this nigga. But anyway, so that's his reason for not wanting to get on trial. What the fuck was the driver's stance on getting on the stand? Why didn't he get up there?
Maybe he was paid twice. Maybe he was paid by mysterious parties, and then he was paid by another mysterious party, and now it's back and forth. I don't know. All I know is that had he said that during the case, I don't think Tory's doing the time he's doing. It creates doubt. Too much doubt. Because the man, the bodyguard is way closer than the witness. The bodyguard did the same thing you about to do. The turnaround look shit, that's what he decided to do.
The bodyguard just ran. Like, he left. He left. But hey,
he was still on scene. He still saw a majority.
Nobody saw more clearly than the victim and Kelsey. Kelsey's first night.
Kelsey pled the fifth the whole time.
No, Kelsey actually said he did it the very first night.
The affidavit that they ended up using, even though she wouldn't say anything, they ended up just saying
she clearly got paid by then because this bitch said that she forgot. Like, come, let's just be real about this. You ain't forget shit. So
then,
Kelsey wound
maybe
up
she did,
talking
because why
about,
risk purging yourself like that?
huh?
Why risk purging yourself like that?
Nah, some money came through. Clearly,
So
some fucking money
you're
came
willing to
through.
do felony time for perjury if the money's coming
No,
in,
no, I'm
because
saying
it comes back.
that's why she didn't say anything on the stand. But they was like, hey, fuck it, we just gonna use your original statement. Your original statement, you said it was Tory.
But
So
that still creates some type of doubt.
why would she lie on Tory the first night? Why would she lie on Tory the first night?
Because she was still friends with Meg at the time.
No, her and Meg had already gotten into it in the car. They weren't friends.
Doesn't mean that that's still not her person. Friends get in the fight.
I mean, they wasn't talking after that. They not cool. Like it's a lot of shit that doesn't make sense. And then if
the whole case don't make sense. That's what I'm saying. There's too much. Like it was like for what, a year or two. Everybody was confused. They didn't know who to believe. All they knew was that somebody got shot. There was bone fragments. Everybody was like, well, I mean, I don't know what to do. Like it was.
Speaking of somebody getting shot, rapper Jack Boy was reportedly shot today in his home in Florida. So check this shit out though. Fast forward a few hours later, Jack Boy was not shot. They confirmed that it was his brother who was shot. Jack Boy then took this information, ran to social media, listening to Young Dolph's 100 shots. How you niggas miss a whole 100 shots? Dancing and having a good time while his brother is laid up in the hospital shot up. Like, what kind of bullshit? Yo, you the biggest fucking clown. Like, we gotta come up with some form of donkey of the day for this lame ass nigga, bro. Your brother is in the hospital shot up by somebody who some people are suspecting was actually looking for you. But they shot your brother and you are outside celebrating like, yeah, y'all ain't get me. Y'all got that nigga. Like
I think he was the intended target. I think it's old school tactics. Like 50 said, I get tired of looking for you, shoot your mama crib and let your ass look for me. I think that's what it didn't work.
Yeah. But it's like, why would you be celebrating your brother? Like, why your brother is in the hospital? Like, bitch, why are you on camera?
We don't know what happens when the family feuds, okay? Like, so maybe he had beef, or maybe him and his brother had a falling out, or whatever the case, and it was like, whoo, not me, nigga. Like, I mean, it could be shit like that. Like, I've seen family members get into scuffles and shit, and next thing you know, they sitting there celebrating weird shit like that.
I feel you, but like, I don't think it's a point where I'm gonna celebrate a family member getting shot, unless that family member was trying to do that to me, and then that happened. Like, but still, I'm not going online. It's just that shit just looks so bad.
It's just different times, man. Different times.
You are right. It's a lot of weird shit going on. I mean, you seen that C Murder responded to Monica after she confirmed that they were no longer like seeing each other. She was like, "Yo, I ain't said this nigga name in 2 years." So Monica posted something on Instagram. People in the comments like they start mentioning C Murder now. She was like, listen, y'all ain't heard me mention this nigga in 2 years. Why are y'all, speaking on C Murder? She was like, I learned my lesson this time. I had my heart broken again. First of all, getting your heart broken by a nigga serving life is
it's not funny, but it's funny.
That's fucking crazy. Like, what is your problem? Like, you a fucking millionaire and celebrity.
And then he said, I got better shit to worry about. And I felt that. I really felt that.
Who said that?
C Murder. He said, I got better shit to worry about right now. Y'all niggas worry about the wrong thing. And I said, I respect it, because, I mean, the nigga doing life, you got better shit to worry about.
Nah, for sure, man. You can't drop the soap in that bitch. You gotta watch out for, like, you know what I'm saying, Glock dookies and shit. Like, it's crazy, bro. You gotta watch out for, what's the other shit called?
What?
Man, you never heard of a Glock dookie?
I heard of it.
Okay, yeah. Them shits exist, goddammit. You gotta watch out for Savage Life. You ever heard of Savage Life?
No.
Savage Life is so anytime bodily fluid is exchanged when you're in jail, they have to call home. They have to do a rape kit on you. And when they do a rape kit on you, they have to call your family and let them know that a rape kit was administered to their family member. The crazy part about this shit is they can't go any further than that. They can only make that blanket statement. If you hear that a rape kit was administered on somebody that you would think instantly they got raped, right? So no, this is what happens. They get to fighting. This is some Chicago shit. It started in Chicago. These niggas get to fighting. They knock a nigga out. So what happens is they knock a nigga out in jail. While the nigga's on the ground knocked out, they open his ass up and spit inside of his ass. And then they call the guard like, yo, officer. The officer comes over. There's saliva on the nigga's ass. And so now they got to do the rape kit. They call home, tell your parents that a rape kit was administered. Now your parents think you got raped, and they do all this shit was just to embarrass the fuck out of you.
That's the art of war.
Yes,
that's next level.
What war? The war in San Francisco? What are we talking about?
That's a sick tactic.
This is fucking terrible. To even think about that, that's kind of genius. It's like next level.
Wow,
You're an assassin at that point.
An assassin.
You're not gonna assassinate my character. Looking at that is crazy.
An assassin. Wow.
Yo, that's fucking terrible. But yo, that's why man, stay out of jail, kids. What the fuck, man? That's not a place you want to be.
Fuck out of jail.
I mean, speaking of staying out of jail, staying in jail, shit. The YSL case has been postponed till next year. Goddamn it, this is fucked up, man. Like, imagine having to sit in that bitch for even longer, just because the jury needs to be, recessed. I mean, I said next year, but it's really next month. It's like January.
It's like 3 weeks away.
This shit sounded way more dramatic the way I put it. Next year, not next fall.
Like fucking summertime.
Yeah, nah, it's been postponed to next year. What you think Thug in there thinking right now?
This motherfucker's got me fucked up. And then remember, saving lives. What is it? Miss Trauma? Is that slap? Saving lives.
Saving lives through trauma,
through
traumatic experience. What is that? It's saving lives after trauma.
Yeah, that trauma.
Yeah, man. Slat to him. Shalom. No, it's Slat. It's Jewish. It's SCHALTT. Shalat. Oh man, this comes from a Hebrew word that's just short for I love everybody. That's crazy, man. Hey, you heard about this Ruby Rose fake? Ruby Rose has an OnlyFans. Everybody knows this shit, right? She wound up running into a guy out in public who is supposed to be her biggest supporter.
It wasn't a run-in. It was a planned.
Yeah.
It was a plan. That wasn't no fucking run-in.
It was some business shit. So anyway, the guy allegedly spent $60,000 on Ruby Rose OnlyFans, which is fucking
90,000.
90,000?
90,000.
So apparently, he just went on No Jumper like yesterday and exposed the whole thing. Apparently, he never spent that much money on her. He did the shit. It was a publicity stunt, but apparently he got pissed off and wanted to expose her and her team because, well, they never paid this nigga for this shit like at all. But he is some type of crazy super fan because he also has a tattoo of Ruby Rose, which makes me question his whole story yesterday. Why the fuck would you get a celebrity tattoo on you? What you think about this one?
I think he paid something. Listen, he paid something. I don't think it was 90,000. He probably paid like 3,000-4,000. Right? Probably some like shit.
Yeah,
and I think that they needed a story to run with. And Ruby Rose like confuses me because both her parents come from money. They're super intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
Ruby Rose speaks 4 languages.
Damn.
Like the girl's smart as fuck. And then it's just like, why? Like, a lot of shit she do is just like, why?
Ruby is truly a rose.
Like, I don't know, bro.
Yo, that's crazy as fuck though. But I ain't
like Ruby's not dumb, but yet she do dumb shit, and it's just like, what's wrong with you?
Hey man, speaking of what's wrong with you, Draymond Green, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I am so tired of this nigga, man. Like, yo, did you see that shit? Last night, the Warriors were playing the Suns, and this man, Draymond Green. So first of all, I always tell people when we hooping, bro, don't initiate contact with me and then get mad when I make contact with you. Like when you initiate the physicality, nigga, you gotta expect it back. The only thing that happened was Draymond Green. I went and watched this shit in slow motion. Draymond Green walked up to this man, held his forearm out, put it on him. When he put his forearm on Nurkic put his hand on his side, like so he didn't lose, positioning or whatever. So when he put his hand on his side, this nigga then goes and turns around and smacks the fuck out of this nigga. Yo, this was so unprofessional. Then he said that this nigga Draymond Green said, and I quote, I don't flop. I just tried to sell the foul. First of all, nigga, there was no foul. Yes, he had his hands on your hip, but you touched him first. You initiated contact, and then you turned around and smacked this man. You have long ass arms, my nigga. You like Dr. Stretch out there. You turned around and swung to like up top. Like, what the fuck did you think you was gonna hit, nigga? Like, you are a fucking bozo, my nigga. Like, stop attacking niggas, bro. It's basketball.
Adam Silver got to suspend him from a lengthy amount of time. There is
Facts.
4 or 5 games. I think he's been getting away with it so long. I think like his career highlights are all just him beating people up. It's mad. Like, you know, this is not the 90s. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
you know,
you're
like,
not with the NWO Wolfpack. What the fuck are you doing?
Dennis Rodman didn't even foul out like that. He was crazy. You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, so I mean, we're to the point where it's getting old. Like, you know, we're tired of the apologies. We're tired of the like, I'm just trying to make sure I'm a physical player. Like, I'm gonna be physical. At this point, Adam Silver got to suspend him for at least 20 games. Let him, like,
20 games,
maybe more, bro. Because it's a tired act. Like, you know, if I'm Steve Kerr, I can't even defend it no more. I got to bucket. That man, man's bugging. That man's on the court doing his own thing. I don't fucking know.
No, real talk, Brody. Real talk. Like, he is, he a fucking menace out here at this point. I'm not. It's just fucked up that you would, as a grown ass man, go out there and play the game that way, and you got kids, my nigga. Like, it's you rich already. You got your championships already. What the fuck are you doing this shit for at this point? For real. Yeah, so nigga, go join the WWE, but I really don't think he really a tough guy like that. It's just that ain't nobody else trying to do. Nobody else has like malice in their heart for real. So they not really trying to go after motherfuckers like that. But that's just how he plays. He's a dirty motherfucker, bro. You need to go be a wrestler at this point, because I don't think he would be a good UFC fighter.
That play a little rugby or something. I don't know. Like, yeah, homie just doing too much. Yeah, and the crazy thing, he's gonna do it again. Yeah, like, that's the problem. He's gonna do it again, and like he's gonna hit the wrong person at the right time, and then that person gonna level him, and then we're gonna be like, oh, you know, it's getting crazy.
Yeah.
So I mean, Adam, he got one decision he has to make, which is probably his easiest decision, is suspending him more than he got to be double digits. Yeah, even if it's 10 games, like it got to be double digits.
I'm pulling for a 20-25 game suspension. You actually out here hurting people, bro. Like, you actually out here hurting people left and right. Fuck that 20-25 game. And then and I would mostly suspend him because of what he did, what he said after the last suspension. Niggas like, I don't give a fuck. This is what who I am. This is what I do, and I don't. He said he doesn't regret it. Yeah. So it was like, yeah, all right, you don't regret it. All right, say less, motherfucker.
Right.
Like,
and I think that's a slap in the face to Adam. I think he's like, oh well, you know, I'm just gonna do it again. No matter how many times you suspend me, fuck you, I'm gonna do it again. I think Adam hit him with that 10, 15, 20 type shit. He'll calm down. Yeah. I think he'll be relaxed.
Nah, for sure. Hey man, speaking of fighters and shit, like getting knocked out. Clarissa Shields, you familiar with her?
Not necessarily.
So she is like, she's a female boxer, like the best in the world. She started saying that she would knock niggas out. And like, you know, basically she started calling out like professional boxers. I think Keith Thurman is a boxer, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so like I think
Didn't
that's
she say that to Wilder too? I mean, so I remember somebody saying. I remember a woman saying that they could fight with the men.
Yeah,
so that was her. That was.
I want to say it was Keith Thurman. Yeah, I want to say it was Keith Thurman or one of these big name championship boxers. She said she knocked his ass out. So a tape was leaked from her sparring. Yo, she got knocked the fuck out by a man. Like, while she was sparring, and this dude is nowhere near a championship boxer. So these guys that she was talking about, I want to see what she has to say. Now, I think she did release a video. I'm gonna have to watch it at some point. But the shit had me crying laughing. I do not see why women, because women be like talking out of both sides of their neck. It's like, yo, a man shouldn't hit a woman. But then it's like, because we aren't the same. But then it's like, oh yeah, I can fuck a nigga up, and we should be making the same amount of money. We should be doing this. And it's like, they jump in and out of the equality line. Like, is it equal or is it not? Like, I'm confused at this point.
I don't know. we live in different times, because I'm pretty sure after that hit. Oh wait, that could have been an old video. That's probably what she would say, an old ass video. She was new to the game or whatever the case.
That shit just happened. Nigga knocked her ass clean out. Leg went numb, limp noodle after. It was crazy. Man, you seen Sauce Walker survive his track hawk flipping over 4 times?
Mhm.
This man got out of that car and thanked everybody but God. I was like, I was like,
Like,
I want to thank the stars and the moon and the sky. And I was, is this nigga singing an R&B song? Like, I was like,
so I hopped out the car, glass still on the goddamn seat, and then they just started talking. I was like,
yeah,
okay, brother.
you know, I walked out unscathed because that's just who I am. Thank you to the ceiling. It was like, yo, what are you talking about? It's like, yo, this nigga here, my gang, I couldn't have been here without y'all. Like, bro, calm the fuck down.
It's a real street nigga. Authentic.
Yeah, this is crazy, bro. I ain't never seen somebody survive a wreck and then not thank God but thank everybody else, bro. It's kind of wild.
Fuck shit.
Yeah, hey man, you see, what you think about the Lakers winning their inaugural tournament, in-season tournaments?
I mean, it created like fun. I mean, fun. It helped, I guess, bring new viewers on. But I mean, ain't nothing but an exhibition trophy. Like I wouldn't to raise a trophy like that in the Raptors is nuts. I mean, like, because it's like, who's to say that the team that won the in-season tournament is gonna make the playoffs? Because it's like for
maybe that's what it should have been. It should have been like if you win the in-season tournament, you get an automatic bid to the playoffs,
and that would make more sense because I think more people take it seriously.
That would be lit.
Because imagine, right? Lakers win the in-season tournament and then they don't make the playoffs, and then it's like, damn, you won the baby trophy but not the big trophy. Yeah. Like now you're getting killed, right? So I mean, they gotta. It's a fun idea, but they gotta change the right. I guess the implications of it.
I would say this. If you win the in-season tournament, you're locked in at the 4th seed. Because now you don't have to play the top 3 seeds in the first round. You have to play like the 5th seed. That'd be fucking lit. Everybody would go for that. You know what I'm saying? But I actually like how the season's been ending. Are they still doing that thing at the end of the season where the 8th through the 10th seed have
the play-in? Yes.
Okay, yeah. The play-in shit. Like, honestly, that kind of fixed the end of the year basketball anyway. That shit's so lit. I fuck with the play-in. You remember that year, like, the Timberwolves played, like, Golden State or the Suns or something, like, the last game of the year. The last game of the year, and whoever won went to the playoffs. Like, that shit was it had so much playoff implications in it that it made that like one of the best games I ever watched.
And that works. So that's what I'm saying. So if they're playing, what is it? I think it's the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th seed. So that means that if they win, let's say, so let's do it like this, right? So whoever wins the in-season tournament, they lock in no lower than 6, right? So they don't have to do a play-in. So they can either go from 4 to 6.
Yeah, that would work.
And then it gets based on your record. So if you have a losing record, you can't go no lower than 6.
Right.
Right? So it automatically puts you in the playoffs. And then the play-in tournament helps put that in, and then it works from there. And then you just reseed everybody.
I like what you just said, yeah. So
because it's not fair, right? If you come in at 37 wins and somebody has 46 when they do the play-in tournament, you just reseed the standings, and then that way you drop down to your appropriate seed. Yeah. I mean, it would work like that. So you're still in the playoffs. You're just dropping to your appropriate where you would have placed if you would have had that record.
Yeah, putting more playoff implications on shit. Because you make more money by playing in the playoffs anyway. So playoff money, I don't know if people know this. Playoff money isn't calculated into your your salary because they don't know if you're going to make the playoffs. So they have to pay you according to that 82 game schedule. So when you get to the playoffs, that's a whole lot of other money right there.
Bonus money. So.
Yeah, and they paying you really good because playoff games have higher viewership than the regular season games. So if you were to make it where you're automatically locked into the playoffs, everybody is tuned in for this in-season tournament. They like, oh yeah, I want this shit because I want that playoff money. You know what I'm saying? Especially like the rookies, the guys that's on rookie deals, which I think the rookie deals last for like 3 years now.
And they get 2-way contracts and stuff like that.
Yeah. So hey man, I like that the NBA is actually looking to improve shit. That's what I like. So the NBA is doing a great job. Keep it going. Keep tweaking shit until you find the exact balance that you need to, put out a great product. So did you see Mace addressing Diddy like in his freestyle? Did I send you that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Yo, Mace destroyed this nigga.
I mean, I get it, but I don't like it. Like you've been fighting with this man for years, bro. Like, and listen, I agree with it. When he says that I'm the reason why Bad Boy is standing, I agree with that wholeheartedly. Like I agree with that. He was probably doing a lot of behind the scenes, and he don't get enough credit. But the only problem is that like you let this man ruin you way too many times. And now, like I said, because you got people, you got Cam backing you, you got all this momentum going. Now you want to sit here and do this now while he's down. And I think it's not.
In his defense, we don't know what he was doing, like, you know, before him and Cam linked back up, because people weren't really just paying attention like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I said. Like, you have the eyes on you now because of what you're doing with Cam. And while Diddy's getting kicked up and getting beat the fuck up, now you're telling you drop the freestyle. Mm-hmm. That freestyle could have been dropped years ago. Yeah. And I think, like I said, when Jadakiss and the Lock called up the radio station, was like, nigga, give us our fucking publishing and stuff like that. That was a great time for you to say, yeah, while you're at it, me too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of situations where he could have said it, and I think he's waiting now. I mean, I guess
perfect timing, you know, like
it's like shooting somebody, like somebody shot the nigga that you hate, and you go up to the nigga like, yeah, that's what you on the fucking floor. And I'm just like,
it's like Fred from Making the Band. You remember him? you remember him? So Fred actually a clip of him surfaced like this week, but it was from last year. The reason we didn't hear it is because nobody was paying attention to Fred. But Fred was talking. He made a whole, bro. So it was kind of hard watching that video. Like he was like breaking down, talking about how hard it is to go get a regular job after you've had some level of success, because people are walking into your job, they seeing you like, oh shit, Fred,
and then you gotta quit because some they don't like the attention.
Exactly. So he's been through that. So he was like, yo, I've been selling drugs for like the last 20 years to keep myself afloat. With this caveat. Nigga, Making the Band season 2 alone made $44 million. It generated $44 million. Out of that, Diddy took home the lion's share, and by the lion's share, I mean goddamn near all of it.
Diddy and Viacom took the lion's share, and then they
made them split up $500,000 between like 6 or 7 bandmates. Like $500,000 to split between 6 or 7 people, y'all. Like so, let's. This is so fucking crazy. So this money doesn't even equate to like a yearly salary you would have made if you had like a regular job. Like so they basically did all of this shit on TV, producing, generating all these millions of dollars, right? So if what they said is true, and let's say it was 6 bandmates, you're already under $100,000 right there because you're splitting $500,000. On top of that, you gotta pay taxes, and these niggas was in New York.
Yep, Elliot Nuss did say the same thing. He was like, "Yeah, Diddy sniped us," and he pissed, and he left a bad taste in his mouth for years. Luckily for him, he was doing his freestyles, did a little battle rap for a couple of years.
So it worked out for him a little bit. Maybe the light skinned woman. I know
same thing with was it Babs Bunny? Babs. Yeah, same thing.
Babs always looked like a bootleg Rod Digger.
That's what I was about to say. That like Rod Digger. Yeah, yeah. Same thing with it. So like I said, a couple of them found like success. Shorty, the light skinned chick that was singing, she ended up doing like background and like
because she was already writing. Yeah, she was already in the industry. I think anyway. Like I think she was already writing for people. She was married too with kids, so her home life was already stable. So think about the other ones who
didn't have anything.
Yeah, didn't have that. Yeah, it's different. Like
that's Diddy, man. Diddy, they called Diddy the shark, man. Everybody learned like Diddy. Everybody learned the fucked up ways from Diddy.
Yeah, that's fucked up, man. Like he really, if he's guilty of doing all this shit, people are saying that he did. Yo, this nigga here is truly monster. Oh yeah. Nah, straight up, man. Oh yeah, I'll get what's your thoughts on this shit? So Tamar Braxton is now back with her ex-boyfriend.
The white guy?
Yeah, the white dude. But during their breakup, he was dating. He went out on a date and had like a sexual encounter with her arch enemy, Tommy from the real what's the name of the show? Love and Hip Hop. Yeah, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
Black Ink? No.
Huh?
Black Ink? I don't know. I don't keep.
Well, Tommy Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So. What do you think about that? Like, would you go after your ex's ex? I mean, well, hold on. Would you go out on a date or pursue your ex's arch enemy if y'all were like in a state where y'all were separated?
Full disclosure, right? I had like after I broke up with my ex, I had fucked all her friends, right? So I'm privy to the pettiness. Yeah. I mean, I mean, we don't know what happened. All we know is that homie moved crazy, and that's just what it is. I'm pretty sure something happened on the back end, and he was like, you know what, fuck this shit. Let me just make some. And then she was like, fuck it, let me do it, and she took advantage of the situation. I think everybody was being opportunist. He was being an opportunist. She was being an opportunist, and then that's what happened.
Tommy reached out to him first, talking about some. Oh, that because so he uploaded a picture of him wearing a suit. She instantly jumps in the inbox. You those suits, you fill those suits out nicely. It was a wrap from there.
Right.
But
so like I said, opportunist. Like opportunity presented itself. He took advantage of it.
If you
I'm not fucking with her, so fuck it.
if you should, oh wait. So yeah, so you kind of took a different stance. So if you would fuck her friends, you definitely would fuck her enemies. So like, what? So did you actively pursue all of the friends, or did they come at you?
Some of them came.
Yeah.
Like, it was like after it was like, all right, you single now. And like, so it was a mixture of both. Like somehow, like I purposely pursued, and then others kind of came to me. So then when she kind of found out, she was like, wow, you dirty dog, big pig. And I was like,
How many friends are we talking?
5.
So when y'all broke up, who would you say that she was to blame, or was it you?
A mixture of both, with like I would say 60-40 her.
Okay, so is that 60-40 being her? Is that what prompted you to fuck her friends? Is it like
so the first,
or would you have felt? Would you have been like, nah, I'm not gonna do this?
So the first encounter for sure was like I was approached, right, and I was just kind of like, I'm not fucking with her no more. Fuck it, right? So I just kind of did it, like, because at the time I was young. I mean, young and dumb, kind of, you know, that was whatever. So did that, and then afterwards I was like, and then I heard she was popping shit, so I was like, man, fuck this shit. So I was like, you know, art of war. So that's just what it was. Like, ended up doing that. So when she found out, she was like, wow, they really like, really just.
Is she still friends with any of these women to this day?
2 of them.
Sheesh.
2 of them. Yeah.
Damn, cold game.
Ain't it? Ain't it? Listen, I don't recommend it unless like realistically, unless you're willing to like deal with the consequences, but like it's a fun thing to do.
I'm sure it is fun. You can,
like if you're young, like for sure, like
it gotta be fun. Like you see a group of women and you're like, oh,
yeah, like yeah, all of them, like
yeah, them got good pussy. All them was trash. I shouldn't have did that, but the last one was pretty good.
Yeah, so like I said, I get home. Homie was like, man, fine with this girl, and then he took advantage of the situation.
Yeah.
Tamar can't. I mean, honestly, she can't. Can she get mad? No, because you know, open season. Like I always tell like young dudes, like, listen, if y'all break up,
she
for
said
an
she
hour,
got mad. She said like, you know,
I mean, of course she's gonna say that because she has to look like she's taking the high road. Yeah. I know she's.
She actually threw a shot at the woman. She was like, yeah, my ex. Well, she was like, she got her man back. It's all good that he fucked with a crackhead for a hot second. During their split, she called one.
Yeah, listen, I'm pretty sure she's like behind the laughter and the jokes, she's probably cursing that man out. Because like I said, it's not something you want to hear, like, you know, because every time in arguments, I'm like, you fuck that girl. I'm like, all right, calm down. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I can't
it's open, right? It's open season. Y'all break up. Unfortunately, like there's a chance that could happen. Like that's why when Jada Waiter said, I do my dirt when we're going on the breaks, I'm like, it's open season. She's not wrong. She's not wrong at all.
Shout out to Jada. You seen them pictures with the haircut?
Yeah, the new haircut. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Haircut.
Oh my god. Man, God took his time with that one. I said, shit. Hey man, sometimes you just gotta take a break when you're talking about Jada.
You just gotta reminisce. Yeah. Just gotta take a moment and think about it.
God damn. There's some fucking man, some women that just make you reflect on shit you never had. When you see it like this, never had it, but I'm gonna reflect on it. And man, speaking of women, you know, and shit they never had. Black woman tried to burn down Martin Luther King Jr.'s house that she never actually stayed. Hey, but yo, what the fuck? We've been coming up with theories with conspiracy theories.
She's from Florida, so that right there, that's all you need to tell me. From Florida.
Yeah,
that's all I need to hear.
I never heard Martin Luther King talked about. I never seen him marching in Florida, so maybe that.
Yes, she was.
Maybe
mad.
It was vindication for her state. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe she had to get back.
It doesn't matter what you say. Like she's from Florida. All right, that's it.
Yeah, that's all you really need to know. Florida does have the craziest people.
Mm-hmm.
Like
per capita. I got a wild question, right?
Huh?
If Texas and Florida seceded from the United States and decided to engage in civil war against us, do you think they have a fighting chance?
if Texas and Florida,
Texas and Florida.
So if they
succeeded.
teamed up,
if they
against the
teamed
rest of
up
us,
against the United States, I'm telling you right now, they have a strong chance.
so I would say Texas is the most organized state out of all of them,
And Florida is
fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's just wild.
So but I would say California has more people than Texas and Florida combined, I would say.
So then let's make it more interesting. Let's say California, Texas, Florida.
See, now that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
I'm telling you right now, strong chance.
Yeah, we're going to need all the Puerto Ricans in New York City to fucking come together. So I ain't never seen one race of people that goddamn deep. I was out there in New York on fucking Puerto Rican Flag Day, whatever it's called.
It's a holiday.
Yeah, I said, goddamn. Like,
a lot of yachts up there.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. But those three states are like, those are the biggest states. So that's tough. Because then you leaving us with these bullshit ass states like Arkansas and Montana and fucking Dakota and South Dakota and North Dakota and Wyoming. They got 15 and a half people because there's a midget running around somewhere. Like that's
Alabama.
Yeah, Alabama got some people. They got some country fed ass niggas. They can sit on a couple niggas.
They got that one road.
Nah, straight up, but we're gonna need some. So we would need New York City, the entire New York City, to step up to the plate. We would need Tennessee to step up to the plate. We would need what else? What else is a big state? Tennessee, long as fuck.
Hey, yo.
State. Tennessee, long as fuck. So we need them to step up to the plate to help out. What other state is big? Like that's what I'm trying to think of now.
Listen, man, you overthinking it. Let me tell you why. Like, even though it's a strong chance they might make some noise, let me tell you, all the states that are going to come through for us, the Carolinas. All right.
I was gonna say that
Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana. All right. Let me tell you why.
Louisiana with
hella niggas.
Mississippi got all the guns.
Virginia.
Yeah,
Virginia.
that's all. You
Virginia
saying all the racist places don't go crazy.
Virginia alone is gonna go. I'm telling you, West Virginia.
Vermont is gonna slow us down a little.
Yeah, Vermont. Yeah. Then you got. Don't forget. Then you got what you call it, Washington State. They can't forget that. They got all those drugs.
Man, Washington State is not fucking with none of the rest of these places we just named.
Yeah, why? Listen, all that opium over there, they ain't going crazy.
There'll be some dude that pull up to the fight, like yeah, yeah, man. You know,
they're gonna try to take the Nike facility. It's gonna be
what's that shit?
You said EDM.
Who make he's like, yeah. Or Microsoft got a couple Glocks in the car, like in my truck. Should I grab them?
Should I grab them? Should I let it off real quick?
If you don't get your hey man, just go home, goddamn. Like, we'll figure it out. All right.
Pulling up an EDM is crazy. That shit.
We need some of them Jersey boys, them fucking Italian Jersey niggas.
Oh, yo, shout out to the Giants. Gabagool.
They gonna fuck some shit up. If we talk about hand-to-hand combat, they gonna fuck some shit up.
For sure.
Yeah.
Niggas coming in velour sweats and loafers.
Adding California to that mix is crazy though. That just kind of puts it over the top. Yeah. I think though, I think we still win though, honestly, because it's 330 million people, and I think California has 50 million, and let's say Texas has like 30 million, and let's say Florida has 25 million. Shit, we still got the numbers. We still have the numbers. So like, let's say 50, 40, 30. That's like that's what 120. Yeah, we're not.
And we have all the nukes, because none of the nukes are in those states.
Yeah, oh, okay. Yeah, so we win that shit. But I always like to do like this. Who win if you just split America straight down the middle? The right side, we kicking y'all out. It's the East. Like, because then it's just West and East. Oh, yeah, the East Coast would destroy the West Coast in an all-out battle. Like, if you just cut straight down the middle of the state. And I think because I don't know what Texas might fall on Texas probably would fall on the West.
Yeah,
if we went straight down the middle. But like we'd have majority of the people. Like it's so many states that's out west that have literally no people there.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, once you listen, you got Florida,
Idaho, North Dakota, South Dakota, like New Mexico. That's Utah. That's 5 states right there with like not that many people in it. Like, so y'all done lost like that quick. And then you got like all
we got us Cali and Texas.
Yeah, so
I mean, listen, but they're gonna have the tunage, man, all that EDM.
it's just Night at the Roxbury type shit.
Not the Roxbury.
Yeah, that'll be damn. I don't know. I think that'd be cool one day if we just said like a whole fucking we redid like I don't know, we like went to one state, right, and just turned it into a big ass paintball ground. Just had a war.
That shit wouldn't end.
Yeah, that should be so much fun.
We had like a United States Olympics, we just split the thing left and right.
Yeah. But then they would have to like it had to be some type of machine that like is able to give you analysis of who has the most paint on them. So like you 95% paint, I'm 93%, I win. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. That'd be lit. So you hear about Boosie dry snitching on his son? This nigga Boosie was on.
Now, I'm for parents to like snitching on their kids. Now let me tell you why. Because Michael Irvin is a prime example when he sat there and said, "My son is a rapper and he's a gangster rapper and he's talking about selling drugs." This nigga was in a gated community.
I got to stop you though. So what you're alluding to is exposing. I am talking about
dry snitch. Oh yeah, he did say that he's selling. He's making $1,500 a day selling drugs.
dope.
Yeah.
But you were on Instagram Live and never thought to turn the fucking camera off as you're doing this. Matter of fact, what he did was actually it was harder to do what he did than it. So this nigga had one phone that he was talking to his son on, and he was Instagramming live from another phone. So you just went out your way to snitch. Like, what the fuck? Yo, I was like, yo, as a street nigga.
FBI entered the chat.
Is Boosie a street nigga at this point? Because he's pursuing criminal charges against his brother.
As he should.
If you believe his side of the story.
Get your money, brother.
But you're not even just
suing Rod Wave.
You're not even civilly suing him.
He's suing Rod Wave.
Man, he's turned into Martha Stewart right before our very eyes. Like, no, actually, she a gangster. She ain't even snitch on nobody. You're turned into a Karen at this point.
I think Boosie's at the point of his life where he just doesn't care. I think Boosie is the rap version of Draymond. He don't give a fuck.
But at the same time, nigga, you keep doing all these Vlad TV interviews where you telling everybody else how to be a gangster.
He said Vlad paying him $500,000.
But you telling people to be gangster on your interviews. Well, you just called T.I. snitch not too long ago.
telling niggas to eat ass.
You just said fuck Kodak
really
Black.
Like that.
I mean, but it's she do it. But you know,
she said not like that.
What is like that, nigga?
I don't know.
Sticking her chin in the asshole, but like it's just the tongue. Like bitch, you eat ass. Hey, but I'm saying though, like Boosie has a reputation for like putting niggas on. No, he's literally recently done this.
Oh, yeah.
He literally just called T.I. snitch not too long ago, right? He just came out and said Kodak Black is a fuck nigga because he not doing street shit by doing that song with Tekashi, right? But then you turn around and you're putting criminal charges on your brother, and then you said you don't care if he goes to jail. You literally said that. Well, so you're acknowledging.
That's different. I don't think that's snitching. I think that's more he's developed a hatred for it or a discontent for it.
Whoa! So you get snitched now as long as you hate the motherfucker. Okay, cool.
I mean, listen, tomatoes, right? So I think he's at that point where he's just kind of like,
we gotta call.
I can say whatever I want. I don't give a fuck what y'all think about it. I think, like I said, he's on that Draymond shit. Listen, I don't know.
That should be a new song, Draymond shit.
Draymond shit.
Green ass shit. That'd be crazy. Nah, but like he really walking this line right now, bro, between like hood niggas slash like street niggas slash
informant. Open informant.
Informative street nigga is crazy. This nigga is trenches news.
I was about to say, I was like, did you see the rebuttal he said? He said, yeah, I said it. And he said, y'all niggas don't know what I look like. He dropped the YouTube video. I don't want to say, I had to say it was like a week ago. Maybe less than that. And he basically said, yeah, I'm talking. And yeah, I made more money than that. He said, that's all they know about. He said, I made more money. He said, at the end of the day, he has kids and that it's not fair to his kids to grow up in an environment where there's a bunch of senseless killing.
I'm not against him at all.
He said I'm low key trying to change the atmosphere. He said I've been around that. I know it firsthand. I don't like it. And it's not like he just wants to promote a better environment.
I think he just wants to get paid, and that was all cap. But I'm not actually against him.
His heart's in the right place.
Yeah, and his pockets is in a better place.
His bank account is in the better place.
Thanks. I'm not against it. I'm all for getting murderers off the street. I am an advocate.
I hate when y'all say free such and such, and then we find out his crimes. Leave him there.
Man, what? Matter of fact, double lock that bitch.
Put him under the jail.
Man, what? Yo,
free Tay Tay. Tay Tay murdered 6 people. He need to go into jail.
Man, fuck yeah, right. You want to act like an animal, bitch? Get in his cage. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you niggas, man? Just lay on your bunk bed. Like, imagine it. As a grown ass man having a bunk bed is wild. Yeah. Having a 2-foot square 2x2.
Yeah, having a cellmate and then having that nigga do number 2 or number 1 and just splashing on you is wild.
Right,
wild shit, bro.
That's wild. Imagine the toilet overflows. You can't even run away from the smell because you are locked in this cage until the morning. Mm-hmm. We'll get the janitors right on it next year. Look, now that's fucked up, man. Yo, jail is not cool, bro. I know a lot of you niggas grew up watching Orange is the New Black, but like, you know, real jail ain't like that.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, and that was the women's prison. So, you know, our jails resemble.
Damn, what was that show back in the day on HBO? Wild shit.
Oz.
Yeah, that's jail. Oz.
Yeah, Oz is. I mean, and real jail is that movie Lockdown. You want to stop your kids from going to jail? Make them watch that movie. That movie scarred me mentally, emotionally. Probably physically, I probably scraped my knee on the chair when I was
60 days in, when a nigga was like, all right, we're about to put y'all in population. And as soon as the nigga touched population, he started crying. He was like, he just signed. He said, I got to get out of here. He said, damn, nigga, you ain't even fucking touched this shit, bro. Like,
nah, not the first day. See, I wouldn't doing that, like, what's it called?
60 days in.
6 days in. First of all, who the fuck want to be locked up? But if you pay me good enough, I would consider who?
100,000.
$100,000 in 60 days. It's different. So that could be cool. But I don't know. It's just the imminent danger that you're
like you're literally around killers. Like they don't sit there and segregate nobody. You be around murderers, like all types of fucking people. Right. And you just gotta assimilate. The only time they pull you is if like they know you're in danger.
What I don't like about that is you still have to give them the sign. You gotta be like.
Right, like, yeah, like, you gotta give him some type of cue. Like there was one guy, he was in there for like 4 hours, and then after that, he was like, "Nope." Yeah, and it was like, "We can't pull you." Like like you just told them like you went in there for doing like some type of serious crime, and it looks crazy if they pull you out. And
listen,
like,
I don't give a fuck.
He said, "I don't give a fuck. Pull me out."
We can't do it. He said, you got the key. Who can't do it? Like, what do you mean?
The nigga said, that's on them. I'm going to get the fuck out.
Right, that's fucking crazy. Like, you telling me you can't get me out. Bitch, you got the key. What, your hand hurting? What are we talking about? Like, yo, you got 5 seconds. My lawyer will be on it. I'm going to get the 100,000 anyway.
I'm talking, the nigga was in it. They said some crazy, like, I think he saw a fight or some shit like that. He was just like.
Did they come get him?
Yeah. And they pulled him to the side. They was like, you all right? And he was like, I don't want to be here. He said, give me the fuck out.
They're trying to give him a pep talk and shit.
Yeah, they got a pep talk to go back in. He was like, no.
It's gonna be all right, man. That man did some fucked up shit, man.
They said, at least
what did he do? He stole somebody's noodles, and they had to fuck him up.
They had to lie and say he was in isolation or something like that, or solitary confinement, and he couldn't come out because he did something to a guard or something.
Criminals be the smartest niggas ever when it comes to like criminality. Like like. They be like, hold up.
Niggas turning into Albert Einstein to do some criminal shit.
Niggas can't leave that quick. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have to be here 6 to 17 hours after you make, like, it's like, yo, nigga, how you know all that shit? But you didn't know how to, like, do shit when you was on the outside.
Yo, they told him point blank, you gonna put everybody in danger. He said, so what? I'm in danger. He said, I'm in danger. Nobody even knew him. He just saw a fight. He was like, hell no.
Nah, that is crazy as shit, man. Hey, what you think about this Kid Cudi shit? Him receiving an honorary master's degree.
I don't like it. So, like, if that's the case, I should go to my college and just say, listen, I'll give y'all $5,000, give me a master's. Like, let me get that. Right. So I can write that in my resume. Honorary degree.
Right. Exactly. And then supposed to be talking about Man, well, you know, he been in fashion. Oh, nigga, I done bought some fly ass clothes over the years. Should I get one too? What the fuck is we talking about? I got good taste, my nigga. Like, so, I should get like so. Basically, the paperwork you get in these degree programs, right? You earn that only by doing the work,
Right.
in class, by passing these exams and shit. Actually, being able to pass these exams under the pressure cooker. In the microscope of these teachers holding your lives in their hand. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got the paperwork. He does not need the paperwork if he's already working in the field anyway.
Right.
And his reward for working in the field is the money that he makes while working in the field.
Yeah.
Like, so it's not.
I never understood the honorary degree because, like, can you use it? Can it be considered an actual degree? Like, what? I mean, I feel like if you pay enough money to a wing, like, oh, like Kid Cudi wing or something like that, they're like, well, here's a degree, bro.
Yeah, does it work? Or is it like a key to the city? The key to the city don't open up nobody's doors.
Yeah,
like it's
I never understood the key to the city either. Like, I don't want no key to the city.
Yeah, I want if I
give me the key to something real. Like,
facts. A key to this.
Here's the key to the
house,
safe.
like,
One time use. Go in there, take what you want, and leave. All right, appreciate you.
Facts, bro. If you give me the key to any city, goddamn it. If y'all give me the key to Memphis, goddamn it, make sure that key works on something. Like y'all don't want to make the key work on shit. Like it's just a big ass replica key, like of a fuck. It's like it goes into a birdhouse or some shit. Like it's not a real fucking. It's not. The key ain't even made in the form of an actual key. Like I don't know. I'd be pissed.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, man. Let this motherfucker go to a pre. Like I would like for the key to the city to be able to open up jail cells and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I really think like instead of a key to a city, give me a like get out of jail free card or some fire shit like that. Like I do some crazy shit, get out of jail free bond.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hell yeah. Give me some tags that allow me to speed.
Or give me like those gold plaques that like detectives get so they don't get no tickets. I do some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like unlimited parking. I can park right there by a fire house. You can't touch my shit.
Handicap parking spot.
Oh, yeah, that's fire shit.
Yeah, it'd be hard. Or, you know, they can come up with another type of parking spot. It ain't quite handicap.
The key to the city spot.
Yeah. You should get preferential treatment. Give me something where I can jump the line whenever I'm in a fast food restaurant. Like,
pull it out like it's a badge. Here you go, sir.
Just moving through. Looking
at it. He got the key to the city badge.
Out of his way. But she needs some water. She can wait.
Get her the fuck out of here. Go to the hospital like, yo, I need a doctor. You gotta wait, sir. He got the key to the city badge. Nigga stop operating, get downstairs.
A motherfucker shot and you get to jump in front of them because you got a cold.
Got a fucking headache.
I said, like, but I'm bleeding.
Fuck that.
All right.
Should have had the key to the city. Yo.
You ever heard that Erykah Badu song, Next Lifetime?
He
just walk past you. Hey, you fucking crazy. Hey, man. Woo,
that's all nasty because it's about another nigga.
It's about her wanting to cheat.
Yeah,
she's so loyal that she only gonna cheat in her mind.
Sick.
That's one of the coldest songs ever, though. I love it. It takes me back to where I was when I first heard it, which was fucking first grade and second grade. I was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling like I'm going through all this shit. Is it just me? I don't know. Like, music, like, when we was kids, it just made me feel like I was going through whatever.
Yeah, niggas not crying in songs no more. That's what it is. Niggas got to cry. Listen, yo.
Without sugar.
Yeah, niggas crying in the desert because Shorty ain't text back.
Nigga went to Dubai just to cry. Well, niggas probably was crying. Because it was hot as fuck. They wearing a linen suit.
They was dehydrated. Like, you know what I mean?
I really want to go home.
You got Tonnell Jones saying, yo, I need to think about it, then stalking the whole video.
Just let my baby girl.
Yes. They got, imagine telling your girl, y'all got to think about it.
Who better?
You outside the restaurant.
Hey, bro, this is a real question I'm about to ask you. Saying this is a hard question, bro. This ain't gonna be easy to answer. Who's the better artist? Donnell Jones or Carl Thomas?
I need to go say Carl Thomas.
Them niggas both came out around the same time. Both had bangers.
Donnell Jones.
Yeah.
Donnell Jones for sure.
Because he had a whole album that was a fucking classic.
Yeah.
Carl Thomas' album was nice. It wasn't Donnell Jones'
I take
album.
points away because he was on that.
Yeah.
take points away.
Oh, he was partying.
Like, I take points only because of that.
Shout out Donnell Jones, man. That nigga right there. I don't even know who the fuck he was signed to, but that nigga music was just fucking undeniable, nigga. Like that nigga was the man. Like that album was crazy. And yeah, I might listen to that.
You know who needs flowers that don't get flowers? Case.
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you why Case needs to get flowers. He was the first person, I think, and one of the only people besides Jay-Z to have Beyonce as a video vixen in his video.
Facts. Case is so underrated, it's ridiculous, bro. Like from Stutter to Happily Ever After. That's like, to me, that's the #1 wedding song. Like, cause that's the goal when you get married, is to be happily ever after. Like, it's supposed to last forever. So to me, that's like the #1 go-to wedding song.
Mm-hmm.
Pictures in a broken glass. That shit was like, the nigga didn't miss, bro. He didn't fucking miss.
I got a better one.
Mm.
Music Soul Child or Anthony Hamilton.
Music Soul Child, bro.
Anthony Hamilton had you apologizing to your girl for some shit you ain't even do yet.
Bro, the catalogs don't match up, bro. Like, it's because he had Charlene and he had like the one that was on. I know you seen this because we same age. So I went to go see You Got Served with like 8 different chicks, bro. And he had that one song. It was like with Mary J. Blige. It was like Stairway to Heaven. It was like something about getting to heaven and like, what was the name of it? If Heaven Was a Mile Away.
Yes. Yeah. I know you're talking about.
That was hard, but that one, like, so he got like 3-4 songs that went hard. Music Soul Child made hits for years, like, you know. So I definitely gotta go with Music Soul Child. Plus, I mean, shit, Love is just, oh my god,
Love's a classic.
Like,
Anthony Hamilton had you like ready to like cry to your girl. Mind you, the nigga would smoke a black and mild and then drop a ballad. He was like, God, how is he doing it? Like,
if he had got a haircut, I might have been like, you know what, fuck.
That's how you know he was singing from the heart. Nigga was unkept.
As fuck.
Nigga had the nastiest sideburns I've ever seen.
Yo, this nigga had, his beard was like right here, and then it was like right here, and then it was up here. Like, it was like, what the fuck are you doing, my nigga?
That's how you know it was authentic.
Braid that shit.
He was in there singing his fucking heart out.
Nah, he was. Like, yo.
Music Soul Child was just cocky. He was like, I'm about to drop another one. Anthony Hamilton was singing like the rent was due.
Right? True. Hey, all right. So we're doing comparisons. Who had a better career? Nelly or Ja Rule?
That's a good question. Ja Rule.
Think Ja Rule had a better?
Ja Rule. But I'm incorporating his acting and his music.
What was he acting on?
All the nigga movie. He was in that movie with Aaliyah. Then in the shit with DMX. I don't know. I forget the name.
It's been so long. I didn't forget.
And then he was in.
I mean, Nelly do Real Husbands of Hollywood. That shit funny as fuck.
It is funny, though. It's just like, I mean.
It ain't. I just, I don't know. The Ja Rule shit.
My problem with Ja Rule is that, like.
But I'm talking about musically, though.
Was it musically the Ja Rule?
You got Ja Rule?
Yeah, Ja Rule.
So Ja definitely had #1s like crazy.
You know what I'm saying? He had hit after hit after hit until 50 took his sauce.
But Nelly had a diamond album, which only, 6 artists have ever done? And he did it solo. Some of the artists that did that was a group, like Outkast. So it was only...
Eminem and Jay-Z have diamond album.
It was 50 has that. Eminem has that. Jay-Z doesn't have a diamond album.
Doesn't he have a diamond album for what you call it? Is it the Blueprint? No, the shit. No, god damn, it's the one where he's god damn, I don't know the shit. Damn, it's the one where he's sitting on the desk. It's Blueprint. The first Blueprint, not 2.1.
We about to look it up. I don't think he on that.
He has a diamond album. I don't know which one it is. Is it the Life of Tommy Shoes?
No, sir. He does not have a diamond album. It is Outkast, Tupac, Eminem, Biggie, Eminem again. God damn. Tupac again. God damn. MC Hammer. Oh yeah, y'all, man. I had to talk to y'all niggas one day about about MC Hammer.
MC Hammer is a fucking thug. I don't like people sleep on MC Hammer not realizing that MC Hammer checked a lot of niggas.
MC Hammer was that nigga.
MC Hammer had Suge Knight shook. Like,
yeah. He like so I was man, if you was born around the time we was born, like yo, MC Hammer is he was that nigga at one point, man. Like for real. Like this nigga had his own cereal, this nigga had his own cartoon, he had his own he went diamond, like the dude was just he had his own toys. I had the nigga toy. I had a fucking toy. This shit was a dog.
Hammer was a fucking killer. Oh, let nobody fool you. You speak his name, it was like, ooh.
All right. Has Jay-Z ever went diamond? Let's see.
No.
No, it's just he had a diamond song. Niggas and Bears.
Damn, man, that's not solo. That's
Yeah.
guess we kind of easy. Oh, yeah, listen, shout out to Kanye, man. He's mad happy again ever since he got to see his kids. Yeah, man. Fuck with that.
All right.
Yeah.
You said what happened?
I said Kanye, man, he's happy again. He got his kid. You know, he got to see ever since he got to see his kids.
Oh yeah, he popped out at at Live, and then he just did another thing. Did
Shit with North. He did that song with North.
This nigga Kanye just did a listening party and then started performing songs that he didn't even fucking clear the sample on. Like so he sampled Backstreet Boys one of their songs.
I want it that way.
Huh?
I wanted that way.
Yeah, and niggas was like looking forward to that song. That seemed like the song they was the most excited about besides the song he had with Ty Dolla $ign. Yeah, so they about to destroy this nigga. Like this nigga's about to own 95% of this song.
The shit out of him.
Yo, because now this nigga he already got a release date. They haven't, and that song
he hasn't cleared. From what I'm hearing, he hasn't cleared any sample he put so far. I think there's one sample that's on the verge of clearing, but everything else he hasn't cleared. So he's just playing shit just for y'all to be like, oh man, it's not gonna be on the album.
That's crazy, bro. You know how crazy it is to be like, nah, I'm Ye. They gonna clear this shit.
Yeah. Not realizing that he probably won like 70% of that fucking song.
Man, and you know that. Okay, yeah. So Nelly went diamond in 2016. Country Grammar went diamond.
But when did Country Grammar come out?
It came out in 2000. It came out like 2000.
So I think that's the only issue that I have with it. That's what I'm saying. If we're talking about prime Nelly, prime Ja Rule, I'm going with prime Ja Rule.
Although, but you gotta acknowledge this though. Jay-Z came out in like 96 and he has never had a diamond album. So for it to even get to that point means that it had real replay value.
As a New Yorker, I'm probably gonna be ostracized for this, but I'm probably one of the few people that really don't really rock with Jay. Like I don't think Jay-Z is like God to, you know what I mean? Like the way you can't say nothing bad about Jay-Z, Biggie, or
Sexy Red.
Sexy Red. but yeah, you can't say nothing negative about them, right? You say something negative about Jay-Z, all of a sudden you're not a fucking fan. Like get the fuck out of New York.
There was never a time where we felt like Jay-Z was the best rapper or he had the biggest impact. When he first came out, fucking Mace was having his little run.
When he first dropped, it was Biggie.
Yeah.
And then after Biggie passed, it was Mace.
Mace was doing his thing.
Then it was DMX.
Then it was DMX in 98 going crazy. Then 50 in 2000. Like, when was he, you had
M, you had M, Dre, 50. Yeah, it was a lot of niggas in front of him. And then even towards the back end, you had Drake.
Mm-hmm. And then Kanye started doing his thing. Like, shit, Kanye came out through the wire. It was like, yo, who the fuck?
But I think it's just like to say, but the thing is, everybody was like, oh, like, I need to get me a Jay-Z verse. But I mean, everybody started noticing that Jay-Z is very lazy on features.
For sure. Hey, bro. Nah, he definitely can be lazy on features. Hey, listen.
You about to have a hot take.
When you, like, it's so...
You have a hot take.
This shit right here in itself makes Kanye a legend. Anytime you see, Boost, like the little milks or whatever, or Insure, tell me you don't think about Kanye. Like, you don't think, like, through the wire. I drink a Boost for breakfast and Insure for this. Like, anytime I see that shit, because you typically only see it when you're in the hospital.
Right.
Like, you're visiting somebody in the hospital, you take your kids to the hospital. And my son... he had sickle cell, so we're at the hospital, from time to time, getting the checkups and all that type of stuff. Anytime I see that shit, bro, Kanye is in my mind. Like, I'd never even heard of that shit before that song. I had never heard of Boost or Insure, bro.
So would you say, and this is gonna be a hot take, would you say that in his in his own right, prime Kanye is better than prime Jay-Z.
1000% unequivocally. It's not even arguable. Like anytime they've been on the same track,
That's a hot take.
anytime they've been on the same track,
So you think
Kanye destroyed that
so you
nigga
think
every
Kanye
time.
was washing Jay-Z on the is it Watch the Throne album?
The songs that I'm not gonna act like I listened to that whole album. I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like
Like their features, like their popular features.
Yeah.
Kanye was always brilliant.
I'm so not a Jay-Z like fan. I appreciate the good songs he does have. I'm so not a fan of his though that my favorite Jay-Z album is actually the soundtrack to the movie American Gangster. Like American Gangster is my favorite Jay-Z album.
They're gonna kill you. Yeah, they're gonna kill you for that. That's why.
Hey, fuck it, man. Because Say Hello to the Bad Guy is fucking phenomenal. I don't know who made that beat, but it's just so cinematic. And yeah, and then what's that song? And I know that you like that shit was hard as fuck. Somebody listen to that shit too, bro. That shit was hard.
All right, so bet. So who had the best verse on So Appalled?
Oh,
On So Appalled. Remember that the beat So Appalled? I'm So Appalled, Spalding, Ball. Remember that shit with
No.
Kanye, Swiss, Jay. So who else is on that shit? Oh, Side of Prince.
I would have to listen to it. I'm not familiar with it. Off the top by the name, I would have to listen to it. But every song I've ever heard them on together,
It's
Run This Town. It's crazy how you could go from being Joe Blow to everybody on your dick, no homo. Next time I'm in court, please don't fold up. Like
I'm saying, Jay-Z had like
what you
great.
think I rap for? To push a fucking rap for? Like, come on, bro. Like this nigga, Kanye got like unbelievably clever, iconic bars. When I think of Jay-Z, I think of change clothes. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you gonna get killed for that.
The best bar I can think of from Jay-Z is I came to the fork in the road and went straight. Like that was hard.
And what's crazy is he got watched on that song.
He did. Renegade. He definitely
You
got
know what's
watched.
crazy? Some people say he redid his verse.
And still got watched.
I know Emery did it. He
God
said he
damn.
redid it. Emery said he redid it.
We call that the
He
spin.
said he heard that. He was like, hell no. They redid his verse.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. But I feel like Kanye watched that nigga every time they.
Come on, son. You don't like that? I had to hustle my back to the wall, ashy knuckles. Come on, son. Fire.
I had to.
That's Jay-Z shit.
Yeah, he could have kept that one. I had to hustle back to the wall. Actually, knuckles. Why is your knuckles on the wall? That you
Cause he's holding it down. You
back
gotta
to the wall. You gotta.
He holding it. You know what I mean? He holding it.
Wouldn't your palms be to the wall?
Yeah, I don't fucking. This nigga some bail. I don't know, bro.
Yeah, Jay-Z should be saying some shit sometimes.
What's crazy? What's crazy?
Fuck it, we got to turn this in.
Jay-Z's most fire to me. It's like I'll die on this hill. Jay's most fire verse is that verse he did when he was mad at when Styles P was talking shit on the track, and then he came in and was like, I don't give a fuck who you are, so fuck who you are. And then he started rapping, everybody was like, oh shit. But,
He lit a fire under that nigga.
yeah, they pissed him off when he was talking shit.
Yeah.
I think that after like 2000, I think Jay-Z's features just got lazy as fuck.
Hell yeah. I was a big ass 50 fan. 50 to me is fucking dope ass artist. Like, so I got
50's a great marketer. His marketing skills are insane.
that too.
Because that whole album, Get Rich or Die Trying, is literally about Ja Rule. It's literally about fuck Ja Rule. It's literally a diss album.
Hey, listen, bro, I be looking at shit so different. I don't even, like, Get Rich or Die Trying was definitely dope.
Oh, it's a classic. It
yeah.
is that. It's probably like no skips on that bitch. Like,
Yeah,
that shit is fire.
But the Massacre to me was the same way. Like, I really fuck with the Massacre. It's just that people, like, once you drop a classic album, it's your first one,
it's hard to follow.
people don't really want to.
They
They want to say
it was good. It was just that people were like trying to compare it to Get Rich or Die Trying, and I was like, you really
It was a different vibe.
Yeah, because it was the time. I'm talking about nigga was dropping. He was dropping mixtape after mixtape after mixtape. It was every Friday. Niggas would run to the little Coliseum block in New York, and they would go get a fucking mixtape for about this nigga. I'm talking about Who Kid. That's how we know Who Kid is. Straight off the fucking mixtapes. You know what I'm saying?
See, he had songs like on Massacre, like Build You Up with Jamie Foxx. He had Best Friend with like Olivia, right? Or I can't remember if that was on there or if it was on the Get Rich. I mean, or if it was on the Get Rich or Die Trying soundtrack.
It was on Master.
Okay, and then he had songs like God Gave Me Style, one of my favorite songs of all time. Like he just had so much on there. Like it was like he wasn't just trying to do the gangster shit at that point. It was just like, yo.
That's when he started really becoming
Ja
like
Rule.
Ja Rule. That's when he evolved.
That's when he implemented the real takeover.
Yeah,
like,
that's when he really evolved and was like, look what I can do.
Yeah, y'all don't
really
need this nigga.
Yeah, it's like, I don't need Ja Rule. I'm Ja Rule.
That's fucking terrible. That's terrible. He really just like he came out with the hardcore fucking rhymes on the first one, and then the second one he was like, "Yo, I know y'all missed that nigga a little bit,
but here it is."
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Hold up, Ja Rule crying.
What up?
Speaking of crime, man, I know Herb is somewhere in the corner crying because Ashanti pregnant. Bro. Crying.
That's crazy. That's crazy. If she was working for you, you could have got her pregnant back then. Like, you know what I'm saying? You ever think about any of these bad ones you just smashed? And damn.
And see her pregnant, it was like, damn, it could have been me.
Oh, I should have did that. You know what I'm saying?
It should have been me.
Some niggas have no conscience, though. Some niggas just be walking around getting chicks pregnant left and right. Me, on the other hand,
yeah, I don't know how y'all do that. Shout out to y'all.
I'm not going for it.
Shout out to I can't have a football team of kids.
Nah, bro, it's not fun because, you know, like trying to figure out.
Fatherhood sometimes is the worst hood you could ever be in.
The
worst is happening.
It's definitely wild.
Having 6, 7, 8 kids. I'm like, how the fuck y'all doing it?
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Talking about I love all my kids. Yo, shit, you better like this is your fucking
name them niggas, man. You remember Nick Cannon was supposed to name his kids and he like left one out. And
he was like,
it's like you left out Mason. He was like, who the fuck is Mason? Oh, the 15th. That nigga. Okay, yeah, he cool.
Listen, after
remind me of somebody. He almost like
after the fourth kid, you just like fuck it, bro. Like, just say you got a sex addiction. You just like fucking and not pulling out. That's
if I was rich, I would definitely not mind having a football team for the kids though. Like
because you can afford it. It's like whatever.
I can afford it.
You know, send a little money.
Yeah, I actually like the noise and shit. But then I would have a big enough house to get away from the noise and shit. Yeah. Hey kids, y'all out.
Take that.
I'm going to retire to the West Wing. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you need me,
take a scooter up there.
Hit my manager up. He'll take it to.
Call my secretary, and the secretary will call me, and I'll get back to you in an hour or two.
Hey, yeah, when I'm rich, I'm gonna have my nanny like doing all the shit I don't want to do. They're gonna be feeding the kids. They're gonna be taking them to school and shit. All me and my kids doing is watching Disney movies and going on family vacations and shit.
Facts. Speaking of kids, Krishan said the babies. Krishan didn't confirm or deny that Blueface is the father.
She didn't confirm or deny.
Yeah, she just said, "Yeah, you're not on the birth certificate," which basically tells me there's some doubt.
And so, what was that first DNA test that they allegedly took and it came back that he was the father? Because I am fucking confused now. Because then he just took one. He said he swabbed the baby's mouth last week, and it came back that he's not the baby's father. But they took a DNA test before, allegedly.
Allegedly.
I
the old allegedly, because now we don't know. And then she covered up the tattoo.
Yeah, she covered up this one. That's crazy. It's a rose now. She's so crazy that I could see her going back and getting it redone.
And changing it back.
Changing it back. Yeah, these motherfuckers is together every other week. Like every week they are.
That's what I said.
They're gonna find a way.
That man is whatever control he has.
What you think about him dry snitching or
breaking man code? Nasty.
Yeah, nasty if it was true. Because Offset, the way he said what he said.
He's like, I never met that lady a day in my life.
Lies.
Nigga, like,
he said, I ain't touch her. Matter of fact, I've never been around her.
And then it was confirmed they was at the same party that Blueface was talking about.
Really?
So it was confirmed that they were at the same party.
Doesn't mean that he did.
Listen, I'm not saying he did. I'm just saying it was confirmed they were at the same party. And speaking of that, Cardi was on live and said, it's over.
Yeah, I seen that. That's fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
We gotta stop.
Shooters are gonna shoot, man. Jump in the DMs, bro.
Damn,
it's cool, man.
Jay, the way that have we stopped for her, I gotta stop for Cardi. Listen, she's come such a long way to absolute impeccableness. You know what I'm saying? Ever since that Glorilla Tomorrow video,
you've been in love,
bro. It's just Cardi B.
This nigga's reminiscing in real time.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Damn, Offset. They unfollow each other online and shit. That was the pettiest thing that happened of all.
When you
I
gonna
still
follow?
got to see you to get my child.
Yeah,
Oh, they got 2 kids now or 1?
2.
They got 2? Yeah. Like,
Yeah, following me, knowing that I have kids with you is nuts.
yeah.
Like,
That's crazy.
it's like
Bitch, I know you in real life.
I still gotta text you, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
If that Drake shit come to mind, when he say, "Girl, you know how you mad? Girl, you know I seen you naked," or some shit like that. He said, it's like, yeah, why are you mad at me? Like, bitch, like I know you, the real you.
I know real life.
I know the real you. Drake, it's fucking hilarious, man. Anywho, man, we about to close this out, man. Anything you want to tell the people before we get up out of here?
Christmas is coming, and coochie is not a gift.
Definitely ain't a gift.
Coochie is not a gift.
If you get dick, how's coochie? Like, what if you come and I don't? That's why it's kind of hard for me. I'm like, I can't really, like, going to see a prostitute. Like, it's just kind of like, to me, I'm like, what if the prostitute comes and I don't? I'm gonna feel like I was played. Like, bitch, you owe me.
I'm paying for my services.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then apparently women have bad sexual encounters way more often than men do.
Correct.
So
they said almost 60. I could
if
be
I
wrong.
got good dick, then
I think 60%.
you should pay me.
60% of women have never orgasmed.
Right.
Allegedly, I don't know.
I smashed a chick one time and she told me it was her first time ever coming from vaginal intercourse, which meant she only came when somebody was eating her out or playing with a clit. And this chick was older than me, like a lot older than me. So it was like, yo.
According to women, it's a mental thing. They have to be mentally attracted to you. Mm-hmm. Like what is it? Sapiosexuals.
Yeah.
They have to be mentally attracted to you before they can do that, because then the sex is better.
Yeah. You gotta be a strong motherfucker to be mentally attracted to me, because I am my thought process. Like, me. I am. Because I don't, like, you know how most niggas, they will not argue to get the pussy. Like, they will, like,
just go, all right.
Yeah, they just agree with everything, just so they might possibly get a scoop of some coochie.
Corner slice of coochie.
Yeah, I'll take the middle slice if you will. They hold their hands out like it's water.
Can I have some more?
Yeah. Me, I have never been that guy who's finna play it safe so I can get the pussy. I'm like, yo, bitch, you gonna give it to me or you not? Like, either way, I'm cool.
All right.
Yeah, like,
shooters are gonna shoot.
So,
all day.
Yeah, because I always felt like that, because it's like, yo, you gonna have a great time. If you don't want to fuck, then hey, that's you missing out.
You're lost, baby.
Yeah, and I can't look at it no other type of way. It's just like, it is what it is, man. But anywho, coochie is not a gift.
It's not. It really isn't.
Now it is a gift on New Year's.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, ringing the New Year? Yeah, for sure. I think that's probably the only time we can sit there and say, ringing the New Year, clock strike 12.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So you can, that way you can't say no corny shit like, I haven't had
fuck
sex
that
since last year.
mistletoe. Show me the camel toe.
Show me the camel toe.
Fuck that mistletoe. Show me the camel toe. Whole lot of cap, man. Podcast. Boy, Ayo Eric for Killer Kev. We out of here.